Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
and Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All righty, the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We are 30 days away from Nebraska playing its first game. It is August 1st, when August is the busiest month of football, Bach. We got 92 college football games, Bach. We got 49 NFL preseason games in the month of August. And guess what, Bach? It's my birthday month.
There you go.
15 more days, Bach. I'll be 49 years old. So if you need to know what I need,
Chicken.
text me.
Spring chicken.
I think most of those college football games, by the way, those must be on August 31st.
Oh, there
we get all those games in. We got some week 0 before that.
Yeah. So we're gonna get busy today, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We want to give a shout out to what is it, the emergency crew last night?
The first response. Bach, can you give me a little bit here? There we go. The first responders last night, the folks who were driving around, taking care of this city and this community last night, from Lincoln Police, Fire and Electric, the Lincoln Electric folks, for what they were doing, the ambulance services, the tree removal folks, the landscape people, the folks who are working on the power lines to get all this done, the folks from Allo, for keeping us up and going, and when some other folks went down, and then the restaurants that were taking care of folks. Shout out to Nick from Muchachos. He's dropped by to drop off food because we were here on air until 11 o'clock last night, and being unplanned, Harrison and Nick came through and did his thing. Andy Avila came through, really just to watch the town come alive, helping folks out. Pretty cool to watch. That's all.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Bach, camp opened up yesterday.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes sighting.
That's what the internet thought.
Did you see the picture, DP?
I did.
Of Dylan Raiola looking like Patrick Mahomes? Is this telling us something? Like, is this the play style we're going to see? Should we be excited for that look, Bob?
Well, I think so. I mean, he does model his game after Patrick Mahomes. He wears number 15 because of Patrick Mahomes. He's kind of got the same look as far as the little scruff on the chin and, of course, the hair. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's I don't know if it was done on purpose necessarily. Maybe it was. But he looks a little bit like Patrick Mahomes. And I don't know, how much that's going to necessarily. I mean, I could try to make myself look like Patrick Mahomes. It's not going to make me any better. But I guess what it did do, though, is bring kind of some national attention. I mean, we saw, Des Bryant get in there, Patrick Mahomes respond to it. And so it just kind of made some national news in college football circles. And, I think sometimes we get so excited about our new quarterback, so excited about what's going on here in Lincoln, in recruiting especially. I think probably over the years, people that are really plugged in on college football know what's going on, but a lot of the casuals maybe have stopped following recruiting as much or every single recruit, right? And so I think that this was something, I saw some of the replies is like, what's a 5-star doing in Lincoln, and just trying to, so I think for a lot of people, it was kind of an introduction to, hey, there's this guy who models his game after Patrick Mahomes. He's a 5-star quarterback and he's in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know that he's worked out with him, right?
Yeah, he's got similar. He's got
no, he literally worked out with him.
Well, yeah, he's got similar trainers. He's got quarterback coach with him. He knows it. I mean, that's part of the Patrick Mahomes response. Wasn't like, hey, yeah, that's cool. It's like, yeah, that's my bro right there.
Take a deep breath, DP.
Do we forget how, this is the thing? Okay, first of all, for folks who are not following recruiting, every star, every single person in camp, that's not casual. That doesn't make you a casual. Listen, there's too much distraction. Recruiting is distraction. It's distraction. I get that it's feeder for off season to give bored people something to focus on, but you spend your time chasing and tracking teenagers who 96% of them don't come to Nebraska. To spend your resources on it. Like I get recruiting's the thing, but from the inside out, don't care. Either you can coach or you can't. Either you can play football or you can't. Like this, Farley was misrecruited by every program in the country. That's how simple this is. If you didn't identify Terrell Farley as a 5-star, you fail. You fail. That's how wrong it is and how relative it is. Raiola is legitimate in the work he's putting in. That's why it matters. Doesn't matter what kind of star. That dude works. That's the story. When you talk to Kansas City people who have been at those workouts, when you talk to people around the program, what they will tell you about Dylan Raiola is he has humble IQ. He is hungry about the information he's asking for, and he's willing to be humble enough to work hard with it. That's what you should get excited about. That dude loves playing quarterback, and he wants to be the best at it, and he works accordingly. It's not what somebody told him. It's not his name. It's not how he looks. It's the fact that he does his film study, makes his repetition of throws every day, and he will give Nebraska a chance to be as good as they've been in years. And the other part of it at camp, like we'll get to see some tomorrow, to see them throwing the ball around, but it's the IQ part that intrigues me the most. And if he looked like Ben Roethlisberger, I'd have the same excitement. If he looked like Sonny Jurgensen, I'd have the same excitement. If he looked like Jared Lorenzen from Kentucky at 3 bills, I would still have it, because the way he plays quarterback is way more important than how he looks when he does. Like that's like it's camp time. And Farley, it's everybody's birthday month because football starts. We got football on our night. So, hey, bro.
Yeah, I got a birth certificate.
Happy birthday to all of us. Hey, look, mine still rolls over. Right? Mine still rolls over. We're both Leos, but look, technically I'm going to ride 30 days in either direction. Right? I'm going to ride 30 days in every direction.
You got a birthday month that you do. Yeah. Just all together. Yeah.
Like, well, Raph does the full, like his month is like from day 1 of the month to the end of the month. I'm more, give me 30 days in either direction.
Either way. I got a 2 month.
I can't even get 2 hours, so I'm not even asking.
Yes, you can. Hey, Farley. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I get it when I go to sleep.
No. Here's what'll happen. We're going to give you a birthday off so you can just go be. You could just go and be. And the stuff you do when you're not here, as far as I recall, you're the boss. So listen, as Becky tells me on a regular basis, you do realize you're the boss. You can take a day off. You can take a day off.
Yeah, I don't work on Friday nights anyway, so it might be the 3-day weekend.
Yeah, it's good if you do. Hey, Bach, you just I get Friday night off.
Now we talked to Euler yesterday, and he told us something very interesting about the way camp was going for the people who's not going to start camp. Like, I don't know, how this number game goes for the University of Nebraska or college football, but
they had to bring it down to 120.
You had to break it down to 120. So now you got how many guys they probably left off the. So here's the thing. They're like, it's like you being told to be on standby.
Yeah,
like you got a pager and you're ready for it to go off. You keep looking at that pager. But how I don't know how to say it.
You don't want players to clock watch. There's the Turk in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they said, if you're worried about the Turk, you're not working hard enough. Like, don't worry about the Turk. You got work to do. You have how many ever reps? First of all, you should have already put in the work that says, I don't have to worry about making the top 105. Like, you should have done the work already, right? Film study, like you should know what you're doing. Your body should respond to it. It should be ready on day 1, not building through it. And then you should know what the coach needs from you and then compete.
But I understand the guys that are hurt that can't practice. But,
they're not under risk because you have injury waivers.
But now you got guys who really probably say, hey, I know I'm not going to be that guy who can't start fall camp. I mean, I think that's kind of disheartening and probably hurting a lot of guys' feelings. Now, it's too late to hop in the transfer portal. So you can just have to wait probably.
Ride it out.
Ride it out.
Ride it out, bro.
Or either hop in the portal, which you don't want to do now because you're probably going to be lost in space in that portal space. So
for what it's worth, these I think most of the people that are probably left off, and he said they're going to be some scholarship kids. So if that in that's a different category. But for a lot of the walk-ons that are coming in, they kind of knew the odds that were against them, as well as what was kind of coming up of making the 120 of when it goes gets further cut. So it's it is frustrating. Certainly, I know a lot of them would like to be out there, but it was like Euler was saying the other day, his son wants to play for Nebraska. So, as a freshman walk on, you just kind of got to know your spot, keep working when, if you can't be out there, work just as hard in the weight room, work just as hard in film study, for when you do get the next chance, which will be happening.
It's the way I feel about this whole situation is that if you don't start camp, you might not even never get into camp. So, it's a feeling that I know one of these kids are probably feeling that way. Like, hey.
Well, if you've done here's the thing. If you're injured, there's a waiver for you. Like legitimate injury is not it's not going to cost you your job or your spot. It doesn't work that way. You're put aside and that's fine for you to rehab and go build it. But the players that are under scholarship, and again, the red light is when you mentioned that some scholarship players will be left off. Well, that's interesting because we know the numbers. We know that, look, if you've got 95 people and you need to get to 85 pretty quickly, but now it's 105. So that means you have additional room for walk-ons, plus you can split them. Then it's a matter, do you want to be part of the 105 and the 85 that travel or 75 or whatever that number is? You've been working since end of football season last year. If Farley, if you were third team at the end of season last year and you walked into training camp yesterday and you still third team, guess whose fault that is?
It's your fault.
That's your fault.
You didn't put in the work.
You didn't put in the work.
You didn't progress.
You didn't progress. Like that. They're like, right? Like you.
Yeah.
But
for me being a former player, though, yeah. I think it's kind of strange and kind of weird because now these guys are put in a situation where they just come play football. I know the number game is tough, but now it makes me feel some type of way if I can't make that list.
You would make that feeling is why you would work your tail off and not be 14th. That like that part. Like, wait a minute. I don't like that. Jay Foreman likes to talk about regret. Like, just don't have regret that I didn't put in the work to get everything from it I could get from it. Well, that's look. If you can be outworked in the off season, you can't help in season. That's the coaches know. Look, man, if you haven't busted your hump and improved yourself all this time, you deserve to be uncomfortable. You're supposed to, because you took the easy route for 9 months or 7 months or 6 months or whatever it was. You didn't do the work. Farley knew when he walked into camp whether he had outworked everybody else and whether he was as good a player as the people he was competing with. And then he knew every rep, I need to kick tail.
I was confused.
Right?
I was confused at first.
Right? Like,
I went through a stage in camp where I thought I was the better player. I thought I should have been out there. I ended up coming out the bench for 6 games. For 6 games. Yeah. And I started the last 6 games. So, I was kind of confused at first, didn't think I was good enough, didn't think I was big enough or something was holding me back, but I just didn't understand why.
To be fair, you're a unicorn. They didn't really know what to do with you.
Yeah.
Like they didn't look, they had never had a Terrell Farley before.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Inspector Go-Go Gadget, we can fit and he'll manipulate and change his body and fit in spaces that we ain't never had people fit into. If you don't know how to handle those people, then you become impatient. Here's the thing about camp. Coaches have a pretty good idea in each group what they have and what they don't have. What they're looking for is confirmation that they're right in their belief or giving you the opportunity to change their belief. And think about it this way. There are 13 wide receivers under scholarship. 13. That's
plus the ones coming in.
Here's the thing, right? That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen under scholarship.
Are you counting Garrett Nelson or Nelson because he's playing there too?
No, we got but that's 5, and then another 8 in upperclassmen. And to say that if you look at the room, that Bonner is considered in that, Malachi, Jane, Lloyd, Bullock, Nair, IGC, Banks, and then there's Demetrius Bell, and then the 5 freshmen. That's a pool. And we also know that it's not what they do at receiver position that's going to help them make the roster. It's whether they play special. Look, as you need to get comfortable with Coach Ed.
That's now that's one of my scariest positions at Nebraska for somebody to get left off, because that group right there is probably 7 to 8 deep, and still being the 8th receiver, you might still not get on the field. So, even 1 through 5, looks pretty good. And then that 6, 7 is still a top tier player for us, because, you got to count out the point that ICG didn't play last year. Now you got the Jalen Lloyd, the fast guy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Malachi coming back from injury, but you added Banks, you added Nair, you still got Bullock, who's a good 3rd down receiver. So
he's the safety pick, right? That
and then you have what's his name, the kid that used to play fullback,
Bonner,
who's Mr. Versatile. So you're gonna swing Carter Nelson over there, just for grins and giggles. Yeah.
Again, so the scholarship numbers, that if they're freshmen across the board, and really the freshman that bucks the trend is Dylan Rayola, but you have 31 freshman scholarship players, 31 out of 95 freshmen. So tell me that's how you're going to figure out your travel squad. And if them dudes can't go down and bump heads on special teams, they're not going to be a part of the travel.
Leave them home. Let them. You know what they do. I know what they do when we be gone. Yeah, they are some bad boys.
Yes, sir.
The fastest 2 hours in radio has begun. The Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be back.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you are passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium, Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. It is me, the black shirt. I'm with
Buck.
And I'm with
the boss.
And we are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
I'll say now, Brent.
Excavating.
All right, Bach, according to ESPN, the top stadiums this year, coming into this year. I'm going to name a couple of, Bach. We did make the list. You know, I'll go ahead and let you know that right away. We did make the list.
That's good.
But I'm going to go with the top 10, and I'm going to read this off to you and see how you guys feel about this. Number 1, LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, UCLA, the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
3, Michigan. 4, Notre Dame. 5, Beaver Stadium. 6, Husky Stadium. 7, Ohio State. 8, Camp Randall Stadium. 9, Bryant-Denny Stadium and Neyland Stadium. Now, them 10.
Okay.
What do you think about those, Bob?
Well, I think I'd probably move the order around a little bit, but we talked about it before with DP. LSU is a night game at LSU is pretty much the destination in college football, at least in my mind. Was able to go to the Rose Bowl last year to see UCLA in Colorado. That was a very, very cool. It's it's not so much like it's very beautiful in Pasadena. So there is that. As far as like modern updated stadium stuff, the Rose Bowl doesn't have much of that. So you really have to understand and love. It's like breathing in the history there. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. You get to the big house, you get to Beaver Stadium, anywhere where there's 110,000 people going crazy for their team. I mean, it's going to be hard to compete with that. So I think it's interesting. Some of the stadiums that maybe could or not, be left off this list that I like being in the top 10 is Washington. I want to go to a game, and I'm glad Nebraska has Washington in conference. Of course, they've had some non-conference games out there, but that's a beautiful stadium. A little bit surprised about Wisconsin. Again, I always kind of make the joke they must be talking about the third quarter there because the first quarter, half the students aren't there yet. So it just depends on what time you want to go. Alabama, Tennessee, those type of names speak for themselves.
Yeah, this is so. Of this, I've been to all these stadiums, the ones, especially the 10 that were listed. And the list is like my list would be entirely different. First of all, Neyland has to be higher. First time I went, 100,000. Second time I went, we actually rode a boat to the stadium. I was like, okay, I'm in.
How much is Knoxville like Nashville? Is it similar? Not at all. Yeah.
Not. My brother went to college there. My nephew also went to college there. One lives in Knoxville, one lives in Nashville. No, they are not the one.
I know they had, when Lane Kiffin left after 1 year, they had a burning couch problem among the college students.
yeah, I mean, and that's also a West Virginia thing. So,
right, yeah.
Measure that for whatever you want. And Morgantown is also an interesting place to watch a football game. I will not go to Morgantown at night. It's just one of those things.
Sure.
Daytime football, yes. Kyle Field has to be higher. Beautiful aesthetically, great tradition, great crowds, and the traditions. I mean, yell practice, yell, you get to revel, you get to do all that stuff. So Kyle Field needs to be higher. Also on the list, if you've never been to a game at the Naval,
I got 15 more for you. I got 15 more
at the Naval game. I just have to say, put Nebraska in it. Weirdly, Memorial is what brings it down on the list rather than some of the other stadiums. But when it comes to atmosphere, Memorial is top 5.
Yeah, especially considering, I mean, all of this is how many of these places would be great after 8 years of losing football. It's tough. That's what Nebraska kind of has going for it.
11 through 15.
Go for it.
Memorial Stadium, Clemson. Purdue Stadium.
Boo.
Is that Michie Stadium?
Boo.
Purdue Stadium?
Yeah.
Ross.
Boo.
Who is this right here?
Boo.
That's it?
Boo. Oh, okay. So after Clemson, that's Army. That's what
that's Army.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say I don't know how Ross Stadium got in any of this.
Okay. Kyle Field.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
14, Aztec Stadium, Oregon. Lane Stadium, Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Tech is. I have to kind of put blinders on. The stadium is not spectacular, but the fan experience is. So it's that thing. Like the elites have an exceptional stadium and persona and great crowds to go with it. And then, oh, by the way, if it's great football, it's even better. Tech during the Michael Vick years. Mel.
Hey, any of those Beamer Ball years, I love Beamer.
Man, it was spectacular. Going to West Point to watch football again, and I think you could put Air Force Academy, Naval Academy, Army together and put them in the top 5 because any of those game day presentations, squads walking onto the field, marching on the field, presentation, and listen, Army-Navy game is still the greatest college football event, period. I'll take that over the championship game, any bowl game. Army-Navy is the top game experience. So that stadium gets a little credit because of that.
All right, 16 through 25.
Uh-huh.
Number 16.
Uh-huh.
Memorial Stadium, Nebraska.
17,
Jordan Hare Stadium, Auburn. Stanford Stadium, UGA 618. Dope. Campbell Stadium is 19. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Florida Gators is
Swamp, yeah.
Hold on, Bach. Okay. What was that? 20?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 21 is Ole Miss Stadium. 22 is Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
Okay.
23 is Kid Beaver Stadium. I think that's
Kid Brewer, and that's App State.
Yeah.
And it is the Bermuda Triangle football. If you get an invitation from App State to come there and play, say no. I don't care who you are. Say no. Hey man, App State is where West Virginians and Tennessees go to party. And they bring their moonshine with them. Those are the folks that didn't care enough to get into Virginia, Virginia Tech, West Virginia. They said, screw it. I'm going to App State.
Well, I do like them on this list too, because you notice and I follow ticket trends, prices every week.
Yeah.
App State's tough to get in because it's not the biggest stadium, but they've got a crowd that shows up every week. So it's those tickets get expensive.
They get there early. You get the local factor for App State. If you are alumni from App State, you go to every game. Don't matter. Ain't no excuse. And here's the thing. App State folks they're not leaving Boone, North Carolina. They're not moving away from Boone, North Carolina. They're not doing it.
They love it.
Like, they love it there. And they listen, all my relatives and girlfriends are there. So they need to be in Boone, North Carolina.
All right, 24 is Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium.
That's pretty low, I would think. But okay.
25.
Well, you say that's low until you hear 25.
Darrell K. Royal, Texas Memorial.
Yeah, there's a few shots taken there at the end. Newcomers to the SEC, I guess.
Who you mad at? Who you mad at?
Nebraska did hit the list at 16, Bob.
Yeah. Which again, I think is fair. We've seen this, in all various rankings. If Nebraska is winning games, I think it moves up this list. It can quite easily make a case for a top 10 destination. And again, for anybody that hasn't been to Lincoln, Nebraska on a game day, it's special. We kind of get spoiled by it because we're used to it. And there's certain differences. I mean, there's obviously different crowds depending on the game, but
winning matters.
Again, to go back to late 90s, early 2000s, all of the Tom Osborne area, top 5, top 10 teams every week. That's a different atmosphere. I know you can do all you can want to do in anywhere, not just Nebraska, to replicate stakes, but you can't quite do it. You just can't quite get the same feeling as a top 5 showdown.
Clemson went during that elite Dabo era is top 5. Most of these programs, to put Georgia down low. No, you haven't been to a Georgia-Alabama game down in Athens. Like, you go to varsity, you eat all the best hot dogs and chili dogs you can possibly shove in your face.
They're not the best, DP.
No,
but they used to be.
Yeah, I'm giving tradition. It's they do have the best French fries.
Yeah.
And saucy answer. Yep. Right?
On their student section, dressing up as Raiders or whatever those guys are. I mean,
it's so good. Like, it's so good. The game experience. Alabama, going to Birmingham, it's a little too pristine. Auburn, a little too salty. But all three of those at any point, I'm every year you can book it. The same thing for listen, go to Miami when they're good. Go to Florida State when they're good. Go to Florida Gators when they're good. And you go, you know what? They have an advantage because it's really nice weather. Everybody's sharp dressed. Relative. The SEC game presentation is better just because of the weather. Like, across the board, the weather's better, nicer. You don't have to bundle up. You don't have to worry about, what time of day it is. Farley's not going to sit out there and shiver.
And it's just college football country. The care factor is
I'll be in that little alumni room. Yeah. But I said this 1,000 times. That Nebraska players need to learn how to use the crowd to their advantage. Like on third down, if you're on defense, you throw your hands in the air right soon as the offense come out the huddle, and you keep it going till they hike the ball. And I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to jump off sides. You know, Nebraska gets up. We used to have a meter. We used to have a meter to tell you how loud the stadium was. It was always in the red. I mean, sometimes you can't even hear. And that's why you do hand singles to show other defensive players.
Can I nominate Hall of Famer Black Shirt to be the official crowd guy on the sideline for Huskers? Like, so they can put him on the big screen and Farley's just yelling at people to get up and make noise. Like, I think you should be the guy.
Oh yeah, me and Little Red.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll take Little Red with
There you
me.
go. Hall of Famer Little Red. That's it.
I played in the stadium many a times, and I know how Nebraska crowd is. I know how to get them up because I was one of those players to get them up on third down.
Well, you also made plays.
But it also
we haven't had those black shirt plays.
I done been in a game when it's been so loud that it's everything is just you can't hear, and the only thing you hear is your footsteps. Like you the other team you can't really hear. You can hear the pads clacking a little bit, but you hear yourself. And then you know that's how loud it is, Bob.
Yeah.
And that right there is an adrenaline rush for me because it is so loud that something big got to happen.
I have a question for you. Do you have any eligibility left?
Oh, no, I'm done. I've never been red shirted
because that's what's missing.
Yeah, I've never been red shirted.
I think they would get up and make noise if they were having black shirt plays.
I truly wish I could have went here for 4 years. I did. I could have.
A lot of people messed it up, Farley.
Yeah. I think that's one thing I probably regret about college football is that I didn't give Nebraska 4 years, and I wanted to give them 4 years. So but I wasn't able to do that.
Well,
we learned.
Again, though, you can't replicate the top 5 games, the stakes that were on the games that you were playing. And I am interested. I think it could get there with Colorado because the only way to really replicate it is to get deep into the fans' hatred of a team. So like Miami, when they came in 2014,
but they never
people
did
will tell you
like Iowa and Wisconsin the last couple of years didn't elevate.
They're not traditional Miami rivalry. They're not traditional Colorado rivalry.
What the thing is about this crowd back in the 90s, they stayed to the end because they wanted to see the Jeff McAvickers get in. They wanted to see the Riley Washington run
the Jake Backovers.
They wanted to see those. Most of the guys that were fan favorites wasn't even the starters. They were guys that worked their way up this ladder to be a Husker. So like we always say, once a Husker, always a Husker. 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. We'll be right back.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show. 1040 O Street is where we at. The Mill Coffee House is in here. Some Beatrice bakeries in here. And we got T-shirts. We got everything here to sell for you. We got tickets for baseball. We got What's up, DP?
So I got a delivery.
Yeah.
And I don't get many things delivered here. So I knew that this was something special. But what I know that this was that Amazon, when your book goes bestseller, they take your book cover and they put a gold badge on, which indicates that you are a best-selling author. And the first books that are sold doesn't have the badge. But once you are certified as a bestseller, they put the badge on it, and then they send you the book.
There it is.
There we are. Impact of Influence, Volume 8, with the Amazon #1 best-selling author gold badge on it as well. So it's always cool when Amazon gives you the seal of approval to do that. So, yeah, it's official.
Yeah,
Another bestseller.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
How many of those Impact of Influence?
So this is volume 8
bestseller,
and I've done all 8 of these. All 8 of these have been bestsellers. All of these have. This one I actually wrote about Becky's family. The chapter was Fitzpatrick kind of love, because her dad was amazing. The Navy captain, loved me. Her mom was a school teacher. They saw greatness in me before I saw it in myself. 40 years ago, they said, you're going to be something special one day. And even before we got together, that was kind of the thing. Her brother retired at 40, financial wizard, as a millionaire at age 40, and retired and sold all of his goods. And, now he camps and hikes and does that sort of thing. His wife was the National Teacher of the Year as well. And then their son, her nephew, was one of the best rock climbers in the world as a 20-year-old until he tore his shoulder up. But he was one of those guys you'd see hanging on the side of a mountain, and you just go, your family's not normal, right? Like, you guys are pretty brilliant.
We don't do that.
Like, I'll show you at the break. I'll show you pictures of her nephew Alex on the side of a mountain. And it's just him and the pipes and the things that hold you. Like, it's just, and her brother did the same thing. Her Uncle Chip, Naval Academy leader, Air Force Academy, they've got all these military leaders. So I just wanted to kind of honor and celebrate them. It just allows you to talk about people who've impacted your life in a way that leads you to impact other people's lives that way. And this is the 8th chapter like that. I got to honor my mom. I got to honor my college coach, my high school coach, because they were all great people in my life. So, and then one was a police officer, Coach Bear, who coached me in Little League football, who kind of taught me. My stepdad was a cop, but to have another cop, a white cop, step into your life and show you and tell you, hey, they're good people in every color. Here's what to look for. And it'll tell you. And if you think you're right, you're right. And it was pretty cool. So this is kind of a cool moment, like just to unseal the book and see the badge, man. That badge is a big deal. So I'm kind of thrilled.
And just about every volume. How many of are available down here at 93.7?
We have all 8 of the Impact of Influence.
Okay.
There are other books that I've been a part of, winning as a strategy, that sort of thing. Books on love, books on recovery, how to get through whatever you're getting through. So yeah, they're all available, but they're also available if you go, like, I have a Love Prince website, and then I think there's a tag on the ticket website that would take you to some of these books. So,
and
you can get them here.
When did you start as an author? Because I do remember, I don't remember exactly the time, but I do remember at one point in time, I told you that someday I want to write a book, and then like a month later, you were a best-selling author.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Like all of these have happened. The thing was to write a book, and then all of the ideas from writing a book end up in individual chapters. So currently, I am a 14-time bestseller, Amazon bestseller. And there's another one that we're literally that I just completed the work for that'll be released, I want to say in September, October.
Who's your favorite author?
Robert Frost. Maya Angelou is my favorite poet. There's a difference. Maya Angelou, like, I quoted her in my TED. I wanted to start my TED by speaking, because she was so eloquent and so thoughtful. But it was also personal. She said, the quote that I used was, we are more alike than we're unalike. And it led me down a rabbit hole to kind of cheers that. And then when you know better, do better. Until then, do your best until you know better. And then once you know better, do better. And so Maya Angelou is a big part of my writing as well.
Bach, you got a favorite author?
Most of my, it's kind of funny because the book, I haven't read books in a while, but I do have, when I was
You
younger,
should probably read mine, Bach.
well, I should read those. But
dang,
I got a Colin Cowherd book a long time ago. That was probably the closest book that I've had in a while. I can't really think.
Well, I haven't read it in a couple of years, but my favorite used to be James Patterson. I used to like all the Alex Cross series. Until they made it into the movies, and that movie sucked. I rather read the book because the book is more exciting.
Well,
when you read it.
To Kill a Mockingbird is still my favorite book.
We read that. We read that in high school.
Well, those are your people.
Yeah,
those are your people. Those are your people, Farley.
Yeah, we read that in high school.
Yeah, and then the movie is my favorite movie. So that's usually how it happens, that the book leads you to the movie.
All right, when we come back, we are done with hour number 1 here, y'all. That thing went fast, Bob. 93.7 The Ticket, The Captain Show. Be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street, family owned and operated, always the best value.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at the short. Look at the short. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
and Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
You remember what DP said before last break? He said rock climbing. Nah, not for me. Bach, you do rock climbing. Would you hike up a mountain, Bach?
I mean, I've done hiking. I wouldn't necessarily be hanging off the edge of it with an axe trying to get to the next spot. So
No hiking for me. You know, anything with mountain lions in it, nah. Kind of that scary guy. Like, I seen a video of a whale knock the boat over. Did you see that?
Oh, I've seen stuff like that before. The
Yeah,
size
I'm
of those
just-
things
yeah.
is crazy.
Carly, I'm going to show this to you. Cool, right? So here's the picture.
Yeah.
Side of a mountain. There he is.
Nah. Nah. If you can't have no parachute on where I can save myself, I'm not feeling that.
How about one of those rock climbing walls? Would you go up pretty high on one of those?
Oh, you talking about the little play ones?
Yeah, but I mean, they've
For
got
sure.
ones that go pretty big. Yeah,
Yeah, as long as I don't hurt myself, I'm tender.
Just you and holes in the rocks to.
Nah. Nah. No, I seen
Yeah.
videos and I'm like one of those persons, like, I seen avalanches. I'm scared of those things. I would never go to Denver or be in a place like that where an avalanche can happen, because it's just, I'm a safe person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drive the speed limit. I drive slow.
It's just like you just want to say, like, that's not normal. right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm in absolute awe of people who do things that I can't and won't do. But this is such an interesting thing. And it's like I said, Becky's family is just, I mean, her dad's a Navy captain. He's a hero. Like, I mean, the fighting CVs, this dude built bridges in wars in countries that he wasn't always welcomed. And, you know, he would go in and lead teams in to rebuild bridges and community. Like, it's just a great story. But that stuff of like me on the side of a mountain, I don't even want to hike, bro. Like, I don't want to. If you're on the side of a mountain, whether it's driving, climbing, or otherwise, I want no part of it. I don't want to be on a cliff. I don't want to be on the edge. My fear of heights doesn't allow it. It doesn't. Bach, you ever want to humble me, put me on the side of a mountain. And I come 3 years old. I'll act like I can't walk yet.
Hey, I tell you what.
Like, no, I'm cool.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you my biggest fear. And you tell me. I don't ride motorcycles or I don't do roller coasters. I am roller coasters are my biggest fear.
Is it fast roller coasters or the apex of a roller coaster?
Everything about a roller coaster that I don't want to be flipping, turning, going that long. I don't want to be on nothing that long.
I love fast roller coasters.
No. I did get on one at the Worlds of Fun. What's that one called?
The Mamba.
The Mamba. The one with the legs hanging?
That might be a different one.
That's another. The one with the legs hanging.
Like, I'm not doing anything where my legs are hanging.
Look,
like
they got me on it, and they took pictures of me.
Yeah.
And,
they got you.
Yeah, they got me. And guess what? I was screaming.
Like,
I was. It looked like I was yelling for help.
I need to know what the Farley scream of death sounds like.
I think I was asking for my mama. Mama! You know, like, I do not like roller coasters. Now, you can put me on the Adventure River or something.
Yeah.
Like, I rode the Adventure River at Six Flags when I was smaller, but I've never been a roller coaster guy. I went to Disney World last year, about 3 years ago, and they had the Hulk there. They said, Terrell, let's get on the Hulk. I said, hey, I'll meet you in the food quarters.
I'm with
I'll
you.
be at Bubba's Shrimp, and I'll meet y'all there in a couple hours. So y'all go ahead and ride there. I ride like the, what was it, the Transformers and the Spider-Man, because they was those, what they call them rides where you just sit in the box and
you're not going anywhere.
I don't even think we went anywhere. Right. I just think we was just turning and twisting.
Like the ones like the Stratosphere where you get in it at the top of some high rise building, it drops you to the ground.
Oh yeah,
not doing it. Yeah. Those people that get in the swings that swing you out over water.
No.
Like I'm not.
No.
I don't have.
No.
And big roller coasters. So it is that thing because of my fear of heights that. The elevating up, and then it is the feeling that the world is dropping out from underneath me.
Oh yeah.
That it's that first moment at the top, and then there is a apex moment where you kind of aren't moving from going up or going down. And then my stomach just goes, oh.
I was like when you're in the back and you see the front of the people start dropping. You say, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
I will fight you. I mean, whoever probably sitting next to me on a roller coaster will probably get beat up or hugged to death. You know what I'm saying? But you know what?
Bubba says the roller coaster is called the Oriental Express.
Which one?
He said
Casey.
Yeah, that
it's
the Patriot.
The Patriot.
The Patriot.
That was it.
Yeah.
I rode the
Patriot.
I rode the Patriot, and I did ride one at Universal Studios that went up all the way in the air, and it dropped us down so fast. And guess what I said after that? Oh, that's it. Y'all got me. So I always let them get me on one ride.
But I'll tell you, nothing entertains me more that if I have 15 minutes, there's a website where they only record, there's a roller coaster that they record people's faces when they're on it and the conversations that people have while they're on it. And it's the full extreme. It's the people who think they're going to be able to ace it and don't. And then the people who are trying to talk themselves to it, as Terrell said, talking to mom. Hey, give me my mama. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And the people who pass out from it, There are people that pass out. Literally, it's too much. Their body and their brain just shuts down. I can watch those videos all day.
Like seeing people flail around up
You
there.
ever seen that one guy? One guy, he's a YouTube guy. He'll ride with somebody. He'll pop up and say, "Hey, the screw just came out of your chest." I think it's Vitaly or something.
No, we would beat him up.
He
would get beat up.
He messes with people while they on the roller coaster, and he, hey, the screw just came out of your seat. They looked at him. They looked at, but it's I always been I'm claustrophobic too. Like if I be up under that pile for so long, I'm punching my way out of there. You know?
That bottom of a football pile is a different deal.
Yeah.
It's a different deal.
Especially when they're fat. You know, I'm sorry to say it like that, but especially when it's big guys that land on you. Like, hey man, your sweat is getting in my face. Like your sweat is dripping through my face mask, man. Get off me.
No, I always, and again, these are 15, 20, 25 carry games where you end up at the bottom of a pile and the defense, y'all defenders are evil, first of all.
Oh yeah.
You're evil. And they would take Bach. They're down there and they're punching, they're kicking, they're grabbing and pulling.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the thing. Well, then, especially in my era in the late 70s, again, remember the Titans. So remember the Titans and the teams that they played, and me being at the bottom of a pile of dudes who don't like black people. And boy, the stuff that was being said to me and the stuff that was being done. And then into the season when it was raining season and the field was muddy because we didn't have turf, and you at the bottom of it and they're splashing water and they're throwing mud in your face. Yeah, you defenders, man.
Yeah, it's a celebrity death match on the bottom of that, on the bottom of that pile, because I done heard guys sound like they got murdered, and just the way they
there is a scream.
I look at like, what is wrong? Like
there is a scream.
It'll scare you, Bob, because you never heard a grown man holler like that on the field.
Bob, what's your phobia? What is your phobia?
I would say, and as you guys were talking about this earlier, the scariest ride for me is a Ferris wheel, because they'll take you to the top and they'll say, "Don't rock this thing," and they'll stop you up there, and then it'll rock, and you got some half-ass seatbelt on. And it's the scariest thing in the world to me. And I took my son on one. Yeah. You're just counting down, like, please get me down. And then they'll put you on another loop, and it's the same thing. And I'm just so scared of those things rocking.
It's the top of the roller coaster. It's like, get me from the top on the turn where you're sideways or upside down. I'm fine with that. But that apex moment, Farley, that's the one you reassess.
I think that slingshot one, the one they show a lot of videos where it throw people in the air and someone just pass out. Like, no.
Best videos ever. Best videos ever. Those are my favorites. I can watch if I ever get time, and usually like TikTok will send one, and then I go down a rabbit hole for the next 30 minutes of just
TikTok's dangerous that way.
Oh man, straight down the rabbit hole of just watching people. It's the guy who's on the date with the girl's laughing. The guy, he is trying to be macho, and then the guy passes out, and the girl's laughing at him. Like, and literally the comments are the best because it's like, yeah, they broke up. She broke up with him, right?
She said, "Take me home." We're done.
Give me the keys. I'm driving.
But my favorite thing about I love go-karts. Like, I went to I was in Tampa, found Michael Andretti's go-kart place, and but they're kind of strict. So once you start bumping people, they stop you or they slow you down. But I'm one of those guys.
You were one of those, weren't you?
No, I did.
Yeah, you were one of those guys.
I did. I got stopped several times. But, because I'm a speed guy.
Competitive. You're trying to get
I'm
first.
competitive. I'm trying to finish first. And at the end, they print out your times and you see if you can get one of the fastest times of the day. So, but I didn't because I got penalized. But I almost flipped it, man, because I tried to turn the curve so hard, man. Like, I was, and then it tipped over a little bit, and it kind of scared me. So, but I love go-karts.
So in Utah, I lived in this facility that had actually a castle. So I actually lived in a castle for 6 years, but at the back of it, they had this amusement park. They had this amusement park, and the amusement park had go-karts. They had to have security at the amusement park because the Utahns would get in there and they would have at it. And it was almost like instead of fighting, they would go there and just go, and it was the most bizarre thing. The security guy would just go through. They would have to like the guy, he was like, yeah, I have to wear tennis shoes because I sometimes have to run on the course and stop people. And he's trying to avoid people to get to the people who are fighting. And I just went, yeah, Utah, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Buck, what's your favorite game at the fair? The fair is here in Lincoln for a couple of days. I don't know which one, but I'm one of those guys. I like to play. You know, with a guy, you shoot the water gun in his mouth where the balloon blows up, or the little horse race, or the little horse race.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I always loved them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Farley would spray the water at his competitor instead.
No, I try to win the bears. I'm a big bear guy. I like my dogs. My dogs get them and tear them up in one day.
You bring them back to the dog.
Yeah, they don't last an hour. Yeah, just
what kind of dogs do you have? Why have I not seen your dog?
Because they're crazy and I don't post them. I came home this morning to.
Do you need them trained?
It's too late to train them. You know.
No, it's not. Give them Uncle.
I mean, they're trained, but the thing is, I came home this morning and cotton everywhere on the floor, like the whole floor. Like I looked at them and they looked at me. They knew they was wrong.
But they're looking at you like, Farley, you know who we are.
Yeah.
Have you met us? You gave us something with cotton in it. What did you expect to happen?
Yeah. You know how long it took me to clean it up? Like it got into my Call of Duty time, but that's another time.
No. Becky calls me the dog whisperer because I can train dogs like that. It's a thing.
I don't need a trainer. I need a babysitter for them. That's what they need.
That's called a trainer.
They need a hobby. Yeah, dogs need hobbies. Yeah, not to tear up the house. All right, the Captain 93.7. The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Walking down the avenue, crazy.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 one-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry,
This deal ends soon.
see Home Club for details.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more, all at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back. You got Bach in the black shirt in the building for the last 30 minutes here on the 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. Bach, let's get some text lines, Bach. Let's see what the text line talking about.
All right, let's get to the Starter Heyman text line, 424-645-685, as some folks are joining in on our maybe scares from Adventureland rides and such. Augie said he used to take the family to Adventureland in Des Moines, watch all these people at the top of the tornado have to get out and change seats to balance it out. Apparently a strong straight line wind would stop it and you have to change seats to get moving again. I think I wouldn't be any part of that. Sandy ride sort of like that. Horns Down chimes in. The double Ferris wheel is actually pretty scary, but a regular Ferris wheel, he's laughing at me. But you know what? We all have our
What about
fears
the one in Shields? You get no scared on the one
I
in
get
Shields?
scared of the one in Shields.
Oh,
Yes.
Buck, come on.
Even though
Buck.
it's no wind, any sort of start shaking
Buck,
up
that's
there,
in the inside.
you can
Buck.
fall right down.
Buck.
That'll
That's
be the end of
terrible,
it.
Buck.
Yeah. Especially, well, you take a kid up there. I took my son up there. He doesn't know. He can't read Don't Rock. He doesn't know. What if he throws a fit? It's scary. It's very scary up there. Nyla Boo says, my child freaks out at the Sky Fari at the zoo in Omaha. Yeah, see, that's a similar thing. I wouldn't want anybody freaking out on a ride with me. So there's some of the thoughts there. As you know.
So you'd have been scared to ride the one that was in Omaha that was outside the stadium?
Yes. I don't like Ferris wheels.
Oh, Buck. It'll make you get on a baby Ferris wheel, Buck.
Well, it even gets, I always kind of think back to that scene in Batman. I don't remember which one it was, but he holds on to the guy over a couple of story stuff.
Those are movies, Buck. Okay, none of that happens.
No, it
in
applies
real life.
here. Is he says,
Okay?
he basically says, you know what, I wouldn't die from if I fall from this. And Batman says, I know, and lets him go because the idea is not for him to die; it's to get hurt. And
stunt man.
Either way.
Stunt
Well,
man.
Ferris wheel. I don't care if you're at the top, you're midway down. You're either going to get hurt or you're going to not make it.
All right, Buck.
You fall off there.
You know when they play those movie scenes, Buck, they're really just right beside each other, just in a little compact room or a little setting.
Oh
Buck.
yeah.
I
know he didn't actually throw him off the building.
I know, Buck.
I'm aware of that. We do have, of course, a few things to get to in Nebraska football. The Big Red preview is just 2 days away. And so let me ask you, Terrell, if you're going out there, it's day 3 of practice for Nebraska. As a fan that's maybe never been to a practice, you know what the practices are kind of like. What would you tell a fan to be looking for to watch a practice, maybe for the first time?
Probably a lot of one-on-ones with running back, DBs, and receivers. Probably a little offensive line versus defensive line. Probably a little passing 7-on-7. Don't know if they're going to hit yet. Don't know their schedule of full pass, but you're still working to see who can do what out there. I mean, like I said, you got a new DB coach who got probably some kids excited that missed the opportunity with the old coach that can redeem themselves. You got a lot of guys that's coming back on the defensive line. I mean, on the whole defensive unit. So the defense should be ahead of the curve so far. They should already be stunting and running blitzes and things like that. Should see, kickers out there seeing how far they can kick. It's just I don't know if they're going to just probably do a regular format or just, they're probably going to keep it simple so that things don't get shown or blown out of proportion.
Sure.
So it's probably like a little hour and a half, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they do put on a little bit of a show for it because, it is $25. That's two and a half times what it costs to get into a spring game.
Hey, that's 50 for one ticket. That's
50 for a day, yeah.
Northern Illinois ticket.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least give us a half of football, huh?
That's what I'm thinking. I think that at least I'm assuming, and maybe the 7-on-7s would do it enough. I'm sure they'll do some of that, but that they might get a little bit of a scrimmage in just so fans can get what they're looking for. Because after all, again, this is a show. This is for 1890. This is for NIL. The players are going to be as excited that you're there as they are because it is, theoretically going back into their pocket. But you also want to put on a bit of a show because if you're going to do this yearly, if this is going to be more than just a one-time thing, you're going to want people to buy back, be interested, say, I had fun time last time. I'm going to go again. I'm going to check out practice. So that's
Hold on, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Over or under 30,000?
I'm going to have to say under.
Under?
Yeah.
Ooh, did they make a limit up or something?
I don't think they did. It's in Memorial Stadium. So,
I say
hypothetically you get pretty
35,000.
I don't know. I just that seems like a lot to me. I would say maybe
35,000.
I'd say under 10,000 is my guess, but I could be blown away. I've been wrong before.
We're gonna see this Saturday. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go with upper towards 30,000 if they just going by that.
I'd love to see it, but like you said, it is a little bit expensive for practice.
You have what 60 for spring? Come on, Buck.
Yeah,
these people are itching. They want to see Deli Riola.
Yeah, but
they want to see the Dylan Rio
in the
before
spring,
the season.
In the spring, you got to wait a long time. If you right
But
now,
look,
football's
this
around the
is
corner.
something new. They're gonna.
Yeah.
Nebraska want to break a record for everything.
They don't get me wrong.
Did you see the
I hope there's
volleyball
plenty.
team? Did you see the volleyball team?
Oh, yeah.
In August.
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine the football team right now just getting out there trying to, show their skills and the newcomers just they didn't get a chance in the spring like they're gonna get a chance out here Saturday.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I think that's the intrigue behind it.
30,000, Bach. I'm going with that.
I'm guessing 10,000. We'll see who's closer.
10,000. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and that gives you, if you win that, if you get under that, I'll let you pick the first 10 games of the football season.
All right, there we go.
Since I'm the champion, I still make the rules.
I was a champion 2 years ago.
That's a lie, Bob.
Well,
you
that's
won't
not a
pick
lie.
anyway.
Right,
yeah,
2
I'm
years
looking
ago.
forward to kicking your Rashawn butt this season in football.
Well, we will see.
Yeah.
By the way, the University of Minnesota, let's check in on the Golden Gophers. They are hosting an annual family day as part of fall camp on Saturday at Huntington Bank Stadium. Same type of idea. Saturday, the
They
3rd,
won't
here,
have
2 days
500
away.
people.
Yeah, they're not going to get 30,000, that's for sure. But the Gophers have made it a bit of a tradition to open one fall campus to fans, with the spring game no longer a thing. So they've kind of swapped out the spring game for this in the past. Of course, that would be
5,000.
silly here at Nebraska. The Gophers at PJ Fleck will host their annual diaper drive as part of the event. Fans are encouraged to bring disposable diapers and wipes. So there's some good going into this. Also, those attending should also bring a decorated oar that can be added inside Huntington Bank Stadium. They get placed on the walls of the tunnel that connect Minnesota's locker room to the field. They're among the last thing the teams will see before taking the field on game day at Huntington Bank Stadium. So row the boat. The tradition continues at Minnesota. You can have your own oar as part of rowing the boat for the Minnesota football team. Would that bring you in?
Did you actually put that in your notes today?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I'm a big row the boat guy. As you know.
That's terrible, Bob. Anything in Minnesota, they probably have 600 people there.
Yeah,
okay?
I hope so,
probably
yeah.
1,000.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, it's funny when they do their spring game.
It's over with for Minnesota. That is it. Since the Big Ten joined forces and we added 4 more teams and Nebraska is on the rise.
Yeah.
PJ Fleck will be looking for another job in the next 2 years.
And maybe he was out there looking at UCLA, but it is interesting because I do kind of think that too about some of these programs in Nebraska, without their proud tradition could easily be kind of brought into there. But Minnesota, especially, you kind of think of a program. It's going to be tough to make a move up the Big Ten now.
Yeah.
And the schedule is going to be difficult. I think they're like game for an upset. I think they're going to make some tough Saturdays for some people, but to consistently get up there and win. And again, part of it, I went to the Minnesota game last year, as many of us did, for the Matt Rule's first game. Impressive stadium. It was fun. It was kind of funny. The Gophers fans were making fun of me because Nebraska doesn't have a hockey team. So a bit of a different culture up there. But I just don't know. I mean, there's enough of a fan base, but obviously in the Twin Cities, you get a lot of pro teams. I think it's going to be hard for Minnesota football to get back to that 11 win mark that they had a few years ago. But it doesn't stop me from enjoying the row the boat aspect of PJ Fleck in Minnesota. A few other notes that I wanted to get to here. I might have mentioned this the other day. So Deshaun Foster, we said UCLA, kind of bringing up back his embarrassment at Big Ten Media Days. We'll just call it that. He actually is in on the joke now. So he showed up at his press conference the other day with a shirt that says "We're in LA." So of course that was part of his opening speech that he muttered out a few sentences. Couldn't get much there. But of course it is interesting. After Media Day, I know going into Media Day, you thought UCLA might be a bigger challenge than others think on this Nebraska schedule. After seeing Deshaun Foster look a little unprepared, at least for that part of being a head coach, are you still thinking UCLA is going to be quite a challenge for Nebraska?
Well, first of all, he's the head coach and he's new. So you have to get him, man. A lot of people that's bad on his PR people. That's bad on the SID people who should have had him prepared, who should have gave him a speech, and who should have gave him the do's and don'ts. That makes UCLA look bad, not the football team. It makes the university look bad because they was the athletic department, because whoever was on the SID team should have had him prepared and probably written a statement out for him. But, it is what it is. I mean, it still doesn't stop you from playing football or coaching football.
Yeah, and that's
they still have Eric B. Enemy who can call some plays, who can break some stuff down and call some good plays.
Yeah, we'll see, and that's what he said basically on that. Like, this is not my familiarity. I'm a coach when it hits on the field, but there is more, to coaching than just coaching football. Obviously, to be kind of the CEO of the program, and that is one thing that maybe, just find, you
learn as you go.
Well, maybe, but it is also a reason why maybe you should earn your way up the ranks rather than just be handed a head coaching job.
It's not a distraction, Bach. It's not a distraction. Okay, it's just stupid media trying to make somebody look bad because they didn't know what they was doing.
Well, I didn't make him look bad. He did that himself.
Well, yeah, but I blame the school. I blame the people in the sports who runs their sports things.
Yeah.
So should have had them better prepared.
Well, we'll see. With JJ Redick also not having any experience, it doesn't necessarily relate to whether you're going to be great on the field. But again, throwing out F-bombs left and right, it's not there is something to being brought up as a head coach, to being around it and knowing what some of those responsibilities are going to be, and to be a spokesman for the program. So we'll see. At least he's having fun with it as far as that goes. Also, the Packers will wear white helmets October 20th against the Texans. Now, they've had some alternate uniforms before, kind of their throwback, not the Bumblebees. That's Pittsburgh, but they've kind of had their throwbacks too. But I don't know. To me, if I'm going to watch the Green Bay Packers, and maybe this doesn't mean that much to many people, but as we know at Nebraska, it's kind of sacred to touch the Nebraska helmet, the tradition that goes along with it. They'll do it here and there with the alternate uniforms, but a white helmet for the Packers it just looks odd without the traditional yellow helmet and the G on there and everything.
Yeah. Oh man, I just could imagine seeing that.
Yeah. Well, we will.
Football tonight, Bob.
Is it
NFL tonight?
That's right. Yeah.
Chicago Bears versus somebody. The Bears first team won't play in the game.
Yeah, that's really dies down the excitement for it a little bit.
Yeah, you want to see how Caleb Williams was going to do this year, but I mean, you still got another game coming up this weekend. I think we have one. Not really sure, but it's football season now.
Yeah,
that's it.
Tonight it kicks off.
I could get by with the preseason NFL to college football vamps up.
Say what?
I could watch preseason NFL to college football picks up. I could 3 weeks of that, 4 weeks, that won't hurt me.
Yeah.
Probably fall asleep on the games, but that's it. You don't know don't watch the fourth quarters.
Well, it is kind of fun in preseason because you're at least sometimes you see names out there that probably won't make the NFL, and so this is kind of their time to at least have a chance to have a go at it in the uniform.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and take our last break here on the Captain. We will be right back. We also have the Big Ten show with Adam Carricker coming up after this, but we've got one more segment on the Captain. More football talk coming up next year on 93.7 The Ticket.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Drinking and driving causes serious harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. In 2021, 65 people were killed in Nebraska by a car crash involving a drunk driver. Do not drink and drive. By drinking less, you can still be here for your loved ones. If you or loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right. 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. We are powered by Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
I'll say now, Brett. Excavating. Shout out to the Bauer guys out there working hard today. Bach, this is the last one, Bach.
I know. We're almost done.
We got one more show, and then we will have the captain back Monday. And we're going to get live. Hello, Bach. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive. We're just working with a little technical side over here. But yeah, it's we'll welcome him back just in time for fall camp. Will be fun.
Yeah.
As we get things going, get ready for football season.
Now, Bach, I got this list. This came out from College Football Reports. It's but this is the college football graduation rates by school since 2016. Nebraska's in there. We made a list again. You want to hear the lowest team? I'm going to read the lowest team first.
All right.
The lowest teams. I'm going to give you the lowest three. 41%.
41% graduation rate for the football team.
Yeah, Georgia.
Well, that's not good.
Well, is it good because they got a lot of guys that go to the NFL early, but they,
That's probably half of those guys.
Yeah, that's probably 40% of them guys.
Little update there on Georgia, too. They did dismiss Ra Thomas, who had that from the team after a battery and child cruelty arrest. So
yeah, we knew he was going.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Apparently, reckless driving, okay. Anything else, you're off the team.
Oh, yeah. So hopefully he can get himself turned around and find a team to play with. Go get him, Mickey.
Yeah, maybe.
First, you got to get that child cruelty stuff taken care of and make sure, you get them back on the right path because everybody deserves a second chance. But, that's football. Let me see who else on this list at the bottom. UCLA, 64%.
Yeah, it's not very good. They have less of the excuse of sending, being a complete NFL factory. They do all right, but
Florida State, 69%. LSU, 69%. Missouri, 74%. Texas, 75%. Oklahoma, 77%. North Carolina, 77%. These are all football, though.
Yeah.
These are football graduation rates.
Yeah.
Let's get to the top teams.
Pretty good numbers.
Let's get to the top teams. Clemson, 99% graduation rate. Since 2016.
99%?
Yeah, 99.
Boston, my goodness.
Boston College, 97. Cincinnati, 97. Northwestern, 97. Wake Forest, 97. Louisville, 96. Stanford, 96. K-State, 95. Vanderbilt, 95.
Well, got a lot of good programs in there.
Yeah. Notre Dame,
Schools.
94. Pitt, 94. Alabama, 93. Duke, 93. Iowa State, 93. Penn State, 93. Florida, 92. Virginia, 91. Minnesota, 90.
There you go. Row the boat. In the classroom, on the field.
Michigan, 89%. Hope they didn't cheat. So
yeah, Connor Stalions helping out in more ways than one.
Nebraska, 89%.
89%, okay.
Central Florida, 89%. Wisconsin, 89%. West Virginia, 89%. Georgia Tech, the smart kids, 88%. Arkansas, 87. Illinois, 87. Indiana, 97. 87. Miami, 97. Can't believe Miami's on there for 87%. Okay. Ohio State, 87%. So there's a lot of teams on there. Oregon, 80. Iowa, 81. K-State, 86.
And I'm interested because there is a portion of the fan base that really takes pride in, the academic All-American aspect at Nebraska, or at least the academic side of it. And I think that those fans, I think a bunch of them said they weren't going to watch college football if it changed. So I don't know if they're still sticking around. But it's just different. The focus is a little bit off the student part of the student athlete now in the NIL era, as we are having open practice here in a few days to get some money back in the athletes' pockets. It's just kind of interesting, because there still obviously has to be a big part in that, but it's always kind of, just to be quite frank, a little bit of a show to begin with, because sometimes you get some opportunities as student athletes that maybe some of the other students don't get. So it's just kind of interesting to see the focus now being taken off of the student side.
What is it? What is it now?
Well,
paid athlete.
Yeah. Student athlete / employee.
Yeah.
Due to likeness. I mean, I don't know, because they're still not considered employees yet. But they certainly are getting paid.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, so it's just kind of this middle ground, and so I wonder, I'd ask the folks out there in ticket country. I know some people again do care quite a bit about what happens with their, with in the classroom. But like I said, I highly doubt a Nebraska quarterback is going to miss a game with you just don't see people struggling in the classroom that are out there maybe as much as you used to. So let's start a Heyman. Text stream 402-464-5685. Because I hear that and I think, that's good. Those are good numbers. But I'd rather just have a 4-star linebacker at the recruiting portal.
They're gonna dip a lot. Now these are from 16, so there was no transfer portal in 16. There was no NIL like that in 16. So now everything's gonna you're gonna have some people drop. You're gonna have some people pick it up. So a lot of it's gonna change in the next couple of years.
Yeah, and then the graduation is one thing, but like how many years of school are they getting at your university, right? If you transfer from Cincinnati after 3 years and you've got 3.5, you got most of your curriculum done, and then you graduate, how is all that just kind of factored in? So I don't know. I know it's still a big deal. I've long been a proponent of not necessarily needing to tie college football to college. I think that's a little bit of an outdated model. I think it's good opportunity for, a lot of the guys that might not otherwise get an opportunity to go, but it is what it is. So even from my perspective, being from that, from that headspace, obviously I'm going to care a little bit less about how they do in the classroom. Hopefully they do well. It's all the hopes and wishes are there. But just the care factor is a little bit down there, but for some folks it is a big deal.
Well, yeah, it is. So hopefully I don't know what we're going to call it now. Just a paid athlete / student.
Yeah, it is strange. I did want to mention this and get your thoughts on this. This story was floating around about a week or so ago. But Nebraska's Ty Robinson and Action, Lincoln Company Action, have a sack your old water heater campaign going. So the idea is if you purchase a water heater from Action from July to November, so you still got time, the company will reimburse you if Nebraska wins the Big Ten football championship. Nebraska has currently a 55-1 odds to win the trophy per DraftKings, so that's about a 1% probability of it happening. Obviously, we kind of know if you're doing the same promotion for Ohio State or Oregon, you're running your business maybe out of luck there. But is this worth the risk for Action to get more people involved? It's almost like they, I think it's implied like, hey, we're on behalf of the Huskers. We're cheering for them, but it almost is a bet against the Huskers to a degree. It's interesting. It's an interesting campaign.
I don't want to say anything bad,
Right.
because it's a lot of suckers out there, but I don't know who you're going to sucker out of that bet right there, because I tell you what, I'm not betting on Nebraska to win the Big Ten. I don't care what happens. So
I think if it can be something to cheer along and get excited for, but if you're going to buy that water heater, you better plan to pay for that water heater.
Yeah, you're going to pay. You're not going to. Yeah, it sounds good on paper.
Yeah.
And it sounds good by talking about it, but I just don't see.
It's just a bit of a long shot.
Yeah. That's like winning the Mega Million.
Yeah. Well, but I do think about it. I think
you got two numbers. That was it.
I do think it's kind of funny that we'd like to do these preseason prognostication and say, well, this is the floor, this is the ceiling. And so you put a ceiling on a team. And I think there's, it's pretty easy to do that at Nebraska. You're not going to expect them to make some run out of nowhere.
You can do that at Penn State. You can do that at Ohio State.
But if you're...
Come on, Bob.
My point is TCU a couple years ago, like if you went into that year and said, well, here's their absolute ceiling, they burst through that ceiling. So I think a ceiling on a team is kind of funny. A floor, okay.
I bet you if TCU would have did it, their fans wouldn't have thought that. They was like, nah, I won't care. I'll just put my own water heater. And I don't know, Bob. I just don't. You're reaching too high.
Yeah.
Good luck to Action too on that. Hey, that's a good.
We do love Action.
Yeah.
So there is that. It's a good promotion.
If Nebraska was like 10-2 last year, I might take that gamble.
Yeah,
but not on a 5-17.
Well, if you need here's the thing: is if you need a new water heater, you either do this or you don't. I mean, you can at least have a cheering interest, or you can buy your water heater somewhere else, and they're not gonna give you anything.
Yeah.
So
either way.
Yeah. So at least you get a hope here. You got to work on that a little bit. Couple other notes here from the NFL / college football, and just retirement news in general. Okay, so all 2017 All-Star in the NBA, Gordon Hayward has announced his retirement today. So we should bring that up real quickly. It's kind of interesting that he's most known for a missed shot. Of course, had that shot against Duke from the half court that would have won Butler. Gordon Hayward involved, of course, Brad Stevens as coach. Years and years ago, the national title, but Duke ended up, of course, winning with the missed shot. But he had a very great career, mostly in Utah. When he went to Boston, immediately broke his leg. If you remember, they put that super team together, and man, it just went sideways pretty quickly. But in any case, so congratulations to him on a very good career. Also, Rashad Penny from the NFL, Panthers running back, retiring after 6 seasons. It's kind of interesting to note here. Rashad Penny, I don't know if you remember that name, San Diego State.
Yeah.
One thing is that he's set the San Diego State record for yards in a season, which is notable not just because Marshall Faulk played there, as many people know, but also the all-time leading rusher in the NCAA played there as well. Did you know that Donnell Pumphrey actually is the NCAA's all-time leading rusher?
No.
Yeah. So he was I don't know if he's still in the NFL, but he was there for quite some time, did a good job. Rashad Penny really just had kind of one season where he broke out at San Diego State, but he's also now retired after 6 seasons in the NFL. He's the last 2K runner in college football. The last runner to get 2,000 yards was 2017, 2,248 yards for him, which was good for 5th all-time, once again, the San Diego State record. But as we see college football, much like the NFL, moving further away from, guys running the ball that much for 2,000 yards, for 1,500 yards, kind of changes the way we kind of look at football. But I always respect the 2,000-yard mark. You've mentioned guys that you played against, Brian Hartspard, Troy Davis, that did surpass that. I've always been a little bit frustrated with that mark too, because Amon Green would have done that if they counted bowl games. I think it was in the 97 year, which they didn't, but they need to go back and put that in. So he's a 2K runner. But yeah, I'd like to see more of it. That's why I argue, back in the day that instead of Marcus Mariota carrying around a Heisman Trophy, that Melvin Gordon shouldn't have carried around a Heisman Trophy. He did get 400 of those yards against Nebraska. Could have been 500 if he wanted it to be. But yeah, I mean, he had the second most yards in a single season that season and didn't win the Heisman. Of course, Barry Sanders has the all-time record, and he did win the Heisman with like 2,500 yards rushing, which was crazy. It's just kind of sad as a guy that loves running the ball, right? That we don't. It's unlikely we'll see a 2,000-yard rusher here in the near future, unless you get a team play like 17 games, get to the championship game. It might be a less impressive 2,000 yards, but they might get there.
Yeah, I think that they probably add the stats in through the playoffs. So it would never be the same like the old days when you can rush for it in 10 games, 12 games, or 13 games. I don't know if you play, but 17 games, you should have 3,000 yards.
Yeah, we'll see. Like we said, the game's just kind of changing to more of a passing game. We'll see if Nebraska, of course, Nebraska fans would be happy with just 1,000 yards, not necessarily 2,000 yards. 2,000 yards would be great, but a 1,000-yard rusher would be great. As it's been a while. I think Amir Abdullah, Devine Zigbo, the only one to do it since Amir Abdullah. So we will see. Of course, just a couple of years ago, you were close with Anthony Grant. Then he was not able to follow that up last year. But that'll wrap it up for the captain today.
All right, the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you Friday. Good Sense Friday here, and we'll have the captain back on the show Monday. From Barking the Black Shirt, we're out.
It'll never be the same. Nah.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Play ball! Tired of the same old routine? Then bring your crew out to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. Enjoy action-packed home games all week long from May through August. It's the perfect change-up to the typical family night or makes for a home run outing with friends and coworkers. Experience the magic and get in on the excitement. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets now. Unleash the fun.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Street